Hello YouTube, this is Charlie426 or Marasai426, and today we have the review of the Kamen Rider series of Double. This is the DX Skull Magnum from Kamen Rider Double, or W if you prefer to say it. Personally, I got this in the Philippines a few years ago. I was looking for the, DX Lost Driver after getting the Double Driver. But I realized that the DX Lost Driver back then was a premiere or limited edition item, so I had to give up searching for it. I did find a few offers, but they charged me a lot of money, so I had to give up. So I decided to find something less serious. So I thought, well, I might as well get the Skull Memory. So this is what I got, and I got this for a good deal, a good price, and I really love the toy. So let's get started with the review. First of all, we have the front side of the box, which has Kamen Rider Skull in front of the box. Of course, it's indicating what series it is from, Kamen Rider Double. And this is the toy itself with the memory. The back side of view, just overall explanation. If you have the Lost Driver, it means you can put it on the driver itself. Overall pictures, a nice picture of a skull over there. Another good artwork of it. Also, if you have the, I believe, stack phone, you can put it here. Another side, downside was the skull symbol. And yeah, that's it. And I already took out the inside stuff, so I'm just gonna put the box on the back view. Well, if you take out from the box, this is basically it, the Skull Magnum itself and the Skull Memory. So we'll look at the memory first. Let's take out the wraps. As you can see, most of my toys, they're still in their boxes with their plastic wraps in it. That's how I usually take care of them, and that's how serious I am about collecting toys. So this is the Skull Memory. It's almost same color as the Joker Memory. I really love the design, how the S went through it, and yeah, skull. So let's make a noise. Yeah, that's the noise. Basically with the Gaia Memory, you don't really have much stuff to do unless you have the belt. I do have the Double Driver, but I will put that in later. And now with the toy itself. Right here, let's take out from the protection wrap. So this is the toy itself, and I do have the Double Magnum. The only difference is the color, and if you have the Double Magnum, the W here would be full color, but it would not be colored on the other side. Somehow, the Skull Magnum, they did not do that. They tried to, I guess, fix it in terms of the color-wise design, and overall, yeah. This does take in two AAA batteries. You don't need any screws. It just do the pop out thing. I already put in batteries, so let's turn it on. The switch is on the bottom here. It doesn't make any noise when you turn it on, so yeah, I just turn it on, no noise. So yeah, basically in the show, Skull usually uses Skull Magnum in this form, where in terms of Double, they like Luna Trigger form, they usually have it in like this small machine gun mode, but Skull uses it as like a pistol, so he usually uses like this. So let's make some noise. This kind of has that Skull Gaia Memory noise feeling into it. So yeah, there's no LEDs in this, I believe, while shooting. Yeah, it's just the noise. And here's the part where you can put the stack from. I haven't got any of those, any equipment, because I didn't really feel like getting any of it. So yeah. Also, I really wanted to get this gun, not only for the Skull Magnum, but the overall design. And I believe this is one of the toy guns from the Kamen Rider series, or weapons from Kamen Rider series, where they almost got the size almost accurate. The only thing that's kind of different is the, how should I say, the size of the handle, I guess. And well, length, I think they did a pretty good job on this. Well, I believe in the show it was a little bit longer, but still I'm really satisfied with it. So yeah, so beyond making this noise, there's one more noise you can make in the show. Kamen Rider Skull usually uses it in this form, and when he needs a little bit stronger attack, he puts the memory inside the gun. So you put it in here. And then fire. As you can see, one fire makes an explosive noise. As you can see, while you were listening after the Maximum Drive, the standby music, you can see it's got a sudden change of pace. Basically, this is how it works. Well, if there's this button here, if you press it, it will pop out. So basically, once you put it inside, it will say Skull Maximum Drive, and it goes to the standby phase noise from it, but it comes out from the speaker. However, once you close it, the gyro memory actually pushes a small plastic peg here. You can't. I'm not sure if you can see it through this, but there's a plastic small peg here. It will press that, and the standby noise is the same thing, but it will come out from this speaker, not from the gyro memory speaker. And also, the only LED you can see here is while you press it down. Yeah, that's the only LED you can see in this toy. So yeah, that's basically it. It's one of the toys that doesn't have much LED in it, but still a really cool toy. I really cherish this toy because I got it for a good offer, and it's the actual Japanese version. I haven't seen any of the Korean version yet, but ever since Kamen Rider Double, they kind of messed up with the system of the Kamen Rider toys in Korea. If those who've seen the Korean version of Kamen Rider Axel Driver, the belt, when you press the memory, they have like this. They have a total different accent and voice of saying Axel. They say Excel somehow. So if that's that, you can now predict how bad the other memories are. So yeah, I try to get most of my stuff in Korean version. I mean Japanese version, but if I do have to get, I am planning to get the Korean version of the DX Burst driver with the Burst Buster, because I'm just gonna give it a shot someday. And lastly, I have the double driver here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make a review of this. I'm pretty sure everybody's wondering, hey, why are you doing a skull driver? I mean, you're not starting with the double driver. If you're gonna do something, you should start with the main, belt series. But that's the problem. I don't have the box for this. When I was in the Philippines, I was thinking of keeping it, but when I had to pack my stuff up, everything got a little bit too big, so I had to give up a few boxes. Yeah, it may sound a little bit stupid, but that's the best option I could have. Yeah, basically. So I'm not sure I'll make a review of this, but if you want, I will try and consider of it. I also have the other part for the bell where it does the maximum drive, but as you can see, the skull memory memory doesn't have a maximum drive special noise effect of this. So basically, I'm just going to show you here what happens. That's it. Basically, after the standby noise, that's it. Because of the trigger Magnum itself, it's same as the Skull Magnum. Sorry about that. Same as the trigger memory. Basically, it has a standby phase, but it won't have its own, final blast attack noise. So yeah, I'm not gonna show the other parts for that. I'm just gonna show you what kind of noise it makes when you transform. Basically, the Lost Driver, for those who don't know what it is that it's basically a double driver, but without this part. Basically, it's just half of the driver. Japan made a limited edition, which is expensive, for the Kamen Rider Eternal, with the Kamen Rider Eternal memory. I've seen a few boxes, but they're expensive. But I believe they made another one that contains both of the Skull and Eternal. If I'm not sure, but I saw a picture of it, but I'm not really sure still. But still, I believe that's also still like a rare item, so it's gonna be still expensive. So yeah, so if you do want a what you call a lost driver, the best way of doing it is try to get a second-handed, or any get a cheap version, or just try to get something second-handed, just the belt itself, or like buy it from someone who doesn't even know what Kamen Rider series is for a cheap price, and then you take this part off. There's a lot of YouTube videos that shows you how to detach this. So yeah, I might do that as well. So here we go. Put the memory here. Standby, and then transform. So yeah, that's basically it. This is kind of blue, but it's actually purple. So this how it should look like. So yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it was informative for you. Leave any comments that could improve my video. So thank you for watching, and let's hope we can meet again. Thank you.